Welcome back at 9:30. While the last couple of years brought us quiet quitting, then loud quitting, 2024 is ushering in a whole new set of workplace terms that you'll see trending on social media, we're suspecting. So here to break them down for us is Elizabeth Pearson. She's the author of Career Confinement. Elizabeth, welcome and happy 2024 to you.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well.
So let's jump right in with these new terms. I understand that followership is a big one.
Followership is really just kind of the opposite of leadership. And I think leaders and just team players really need to embrace followership. Followership is the ability to take direction and be a team player. At some point, we can't have everybody in the room trying to lead. We really need to embrace this whole ability to be able to take direction and work well with our colleagues to get things done. Otherwise, leadership is just going to get frustrated and deadlines will be missed.
Oh, this is a positive one, Elizabeth. I like that. And, you know, people say, oh, Marissa, you're a great talker. It's because I'm a great listener. And so you're right. Yeah. Sometimes you have to take the back seat in order to get better. So what about overemployed? That's a biggie.
This was so surprising to me. There are actually people who are holding down multiple full-time jobs because they're working from home. So this is something that we've seen more in like skilled trade markets where people might have 2 or 3 jobs where they physically have to go to. But this is when people find it easy to be able to do a full-time job from home. So they're actually doubling, maybe even tripling up. And really it's just netting out to be around a 40-hour work week, but they've got multiple either fractional work, so part-time work, or full-paying jobs.
We know that financially it could be a necessary move, right? And certainly a beneficial one. But what about burnout related to being overemployed, if you will?
Absolutely. I think people got wide eyes when, there was kind of this like rush towards hiring people. So people thought, you know what, I can do this. I'm working from home. Why don't I just have a couple of jobs? But you're right, Marissa, you're really playing with fire. I mean, you could burn out. Your employer could find out that you're holding down another full-time job. I definitely don't recommend it.
Okay, so the big stay. These are for people who are staying put where they are, whether they're happy or not.
Yeah, we're not seeing the big gains anymore of job hopping. So this was really financially driven. I think a lot of people thought, ooh, I can jump somewhere else, add another 10, 20, 30, even on my base. We're not seeing that anymore. It's really starting to flatten out. So people are just staying where they are, and they're trying to hold on so that they can build up some tenure at these organizations. So job hopping is definitely not something that's going on as much as it was a couple of years ago.
I think they called it, the Great Resignation? Wasn't that the terminology from that a couple of years ago? My personal favorite, though, is quiet thrivers. That's in.
This is really kind of like not only when you're staying, but you're kind of digging into your role and you're finding ways to make it work for you. One of the things that I tell clients that I work with is find gratitude where you are first. Even if you feel like I've really got to get out of this job, it's not serving me anymore. It's really interesting, Marissa, when you start to look for the good in your job, you might actually start doing better at that job. You might be having more success. You're changing your energy towards it. So these people who are thriving are seeking out those things to be grateful for, and they're tweaking their day so that maybe they can go for a walk or they can incorporate things that they love while still being happy at their role.
Finally, AIQ.
If you aren't using ChatGPT or many of these other AI platforms, you're really going to fall behind. So I think that it's important. A lot of times your company will help facilitate you utilizing these to get better results or just work more effectively. But even if they're not pushing you to, I tell people all the time, use ChatGPT to help with your resume, your LinkedIn profile. It's not going away, so you better embrace it and learn how to utilize it.
Yeah, it's a great starting point. I've read your book, Career Confinement. You've been on before, and we've chatted about it. And so I would encourage our viewers to even start there. How to free yourself, find your guides, and seize the fire through your inspired work. Thanks so much, Elizabeth Pearson, for getting us started to a great 2024. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You're the best, Marissa.
You too, sis. Take care. Steve?
That's some great advice with the AI, especially like she said, for the resume, for your LinkedIn, whatever it is, use that as a good starting point, and then you can focus the rest of the year from there.